Hi, and welcome back to Settled. This is our continuing tutorial video series where we're going over the individual sections of Settled to give you some tools on how to use the system more efficiently. So far, what we've done is we've set up a client and we've had the client, through their financial declaration form access, enter information on the financial declaration page. Now that that is all done, what you can do is when you log on to your dashboard is you can go to the Manage Clients and Documents file. We've been working with Steve, and we'll go over to the Manage Documents. It's going to pull up his information, and we have the access here via these tiles to the different components of the system. Well, today we're going to review the financial declaration that Steve has put together. Now, if you notice here, what we have is we have all the sections broken down 1 through 15 from the financial declaration. Some of them, non-marital property, bankruptcy, there's nothing noted beside of them, but here we have gross income pending for your approval. So let's come over here and expand this section. And what we have is we have the information that Steve has entered in. So we want to look at it and make sure it's okay, and we're going to approve and save it down here. But first we see that, for instance, do we want to add anything else? We'll say we don't. Say this is all good, so we're going to approve and save it. We'll get up here our green flag that shows we're squared away, and then we can move through to the next section, reviewing what Steve has done. Well, let's say that we know that he missed the FICA, that's $175 a month. We know that there's health and dental insurance for the children in the amount of $75, and that there is $200 for health insurance for the client and the spouse. And we know that there's a voluntary retirement account, and let's say he contributes $200 a month to that. We're going to approve and save that. And we're going to move through each of these sections, approving as we go along any of the information that Steve has put on here and has for the entry into the financial declaration. So as we move through all of these different sections, we're going to go ahead and hit a couple other ones that he entered information on. Once all this is done, and you can come back through and you can move these figures around, you can of course modify as need be. We're going through right now, like I said, and approving all the stuff that he has put on. Let's go down to the real estate section and look at that for a moment. Let's say that we talked with Steve and it turned out that there is a rental property that's at 456 North Street that is titled only in Steve's name, and the value of that property is, let's say, $300,000, and it's only got $100,000 mortgage on there. Now, I want to show a couple things to you here. There's a couple boxes. We're going to check these, include on the asset division sheet. By selecting these boxes wherever applicable, any of this information is going to pre-populate to your asset division sheet, which means as you're putting together your financial declaration, you're essentially at the same time creating your asset division sheet. Whenever you're finished, you can come through and you can collapse all of the information here. If you're at the bottom of the page and need to move back to the top, simply click that arrow. But when you're finished, what you're able to do is generate a financial declaration. You can include confidentiality language on the financial declaration, and what you'll get is a captioned financial declaration, settlement purposes only, and it will have all of the data that has been entered, done, ready for you to square away and process. This can be signed, it can be submitted to the court. It is the same financial declaration that we have used through and through in South Carolina. So next time what we're going to do is we are going to work through and look at the child support calculator. Thanks for stopping by. We'll look forward to seeing you soon.